Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we are in Glasgow, Scotland. We are going to be staying in a castle.
More specifically, Crossbasket Castle, which is a 4-star, soon-to-be 5-star hotel located on the south side of Glasgow. And we didn't book just any old room, we booked an entire tower. So come on, let's head inside for a real look at all 4 floors of our Lindsay Tower Suite. Upon arriving at Crossbasket, we were told by the desk attendant at the castle that we must walk a short distance over to the newly constructed portion of the property to officially check in. At the time of booking, Crossbasket was listed as a 4-star hotel, but now the property has begun to identify itself as a 5-star hotel as a result of all the additions it has been making, including on-site restaurants, the block of new rooms, which is where we checked in, luxury holiday lodges, and a soon-to-open spa. The history of Crossbasket Castle shows that ownership of the property changed hands with some frequency, but in 2011, the castle was purchased by its current owners, who lovingly restored the property from what had been a near derelict state. Indeed, the castle's interiors are beautifully decorated with antique furnishings and period-style pieces, with the property describing itself as a celebration of the past that has been brought into the sophisticated present, with the finer things having been transported from a better time for the indulgence of its guests, making every moment feel magnificent.
This is stunning. This is like a front sitting room. But look at this. Look at the detailing. How stunning. And this is right next to our room. Look at these. The tapestry work. It's amazing.
If you've been watching the channel for some time, then you'll know that we love historic buildings, and our Lindsay Tower Suite is housed in the oldest part of the castle. Originally erected as a tower house in the late 15th to early 16th century, extensions were later added to create a Victorian mansion, which appears to be why it is referred to as a 17th century castle. More specifically, the Tower Suite has had its original architecture restored, including large period windows that overlook the River Calder, a lovely waterway that runs through the 14-acre estate. And like the rest of the castle, the Tower Suite is further filled with antique furniture and decorations, including rich fabrics, curtains, and carpets.
So this is us. This entire wing right here, that is our tower. And that's where we're at for tonight.
But enough waiting. Now that we've already had a look at the other public rooms in the castle itself, it's time to go inside the Lindsay Tower Suite for a real look inside.
All 4 floors to your set. Oh wow.
So we are in the Lindsay Tower Suite tonight, and as soon as you come through the door from the reception area in the castle, right to the right is a water closet. Let's check out the toilet paper quality here. That's pretty good. Stepping down from the entry area, you are met with this gorgeous drapery across the entire room here and plenty of space. And they said that this is where you can just hang out if you want to, or if you order in-room dining, this is where they will bring it and set up a table right here for you. And I guess this is where you eat. It's just so well decorated. So beautiful. I also love the chandeliers that they have hung here. 2 small ones, but they're very pretty. And then each cove next to a window is very charmingly decorated with, I'm sure these are very expensive plates, maybe crystalware, the vases behind the camera that I just showed you. So the scent sticks that they have here, it says Crossbasket on it, but what we were also told is that they work with Penhaligon's to create signature scents solely for this property, which is pretty amazing. And the wife absolutely loves Penhaligon, so big bonus there. Like, I'm sure we're not even going to use this furniture, but look, it's here if you want it, and it is gorgeous. I kind of wonder how antique it might be. So whenever you book the Lindsay Tower Suite, you get 4 floors. Not just one, it's not just a room in the tower, it is the tower. Moving from the first floor, let's go up to the second. The stairway is here. The stairway, just sort of like any castle tower, winds its way up. And the second floor is the bedroom. The bedroom is huge and it is absolutely gorgeous. It's just cozy in here while maintaining a sort of royal feeling. Absolutely love this. To the right, as soon as you walk in, are some fire extinguishers, and I like the way they hid these behind one of these. I never remember what these are called, but this one is beautifully decorated, and this is like a velvet texture. It's very nice. So in front of the red chairs is this bureau, and inside, I already kind of opened it, is where you find the TV. Now, this doesn't move at all, and so it doesn't look like you can pull it out and then angle it to where you could watch from bed. But maybe that's why this is set up here. You know, bedtime is for bedtime, TV time is separate. Otherwise, this drawer is empty. I'm assuming, oh, this doesn't open. Neither does this one. And yeah, I'm just assuming all of these are going to be empty, and it looks like they are. Not that we would expect anything in those drawers. Anyway, to the right of this, we have a water closet or bathroom, as Americans like to say. So that way we don't have to make the trek all the way up to the 3rd floor, which has the actual bathroom. I believe this is the light. Just flick it down and it comes on. So coming into the bathroom, looking immediately to the right, they have a towel warmer. That's pretty cool. And that's just for hand towels. And then I guess this is where you would turn it on or off as needed. Once again, I absolutely love the detail on this mirror. It's gorgeous. It absolutely fits the aesthetic of this place. And below the mirror, you have a little hand sink with a little trash in case you need it. See, this is what we were mentioning downstairs. Penhaligon soap made for Crossbasket. That is fun. The toilet is over here, and look at what they've done with the toilet paper. That's so funny. It's like it's your own little castle tower there, or maybe a flower. I like to think it's a castle tower. The quality downstairs was good, and this appears to be the same. I love it, but look also at the detailing here on the holder. It's all these little extra details that make a place feel special. Again, the artwork that is just around the room is fantastic. By the bed is this red lamp, but it's almost got a Grecian style base to it, as though it were some kind of vase. That's really neat. And then down here, there's a door that opens, and there are just 3 shelves in there. Empty, but useful if you need it. I don't know whether the fireplace is still functional or not, but it looks gorgeous. And look at this tapestry style guard that they have in front of it. That is beautiful. Another large mirror here just above the fireplace, and if you look closely, you can see that a lot of the decoration is of sort of an Asian influence. And I really enjoy that, because in castles, wouldn't you expect them to sort of go places and collect, or at least have it delivered to them, these fantastic things from around the world, and then display them within their castles or suites? I like the touch. There's another mirror here for you, just between the fireplace and the TV bureau, and above it, a little candle sconce. There is another one over here as well. We've lost a bulb, it seems. And of course, more of the artwork in the room. Behind our bags, I believe this is hiding probably the radiator or heating system, because there's a knob here, and I'm sure that this is what turns up or down the heat. From what I can tell, this room does not have AC like we in America would be used to. And so if you need it, bring your own fan for the sound, or maybe for the blowing air. If I find out different, I'll let you know, but at this point, doesn't seem like it does. Though, she did say we can open the windows, so maybe that'll help, because it is nice and cool right now. I think the carpet goes really well with the design of this room, and with the aesthetic of the castle in general. And the bed is just gorgeous. It's canopied with that royal red just above you. The bed does seem a bit tall, and so they have steps here to help you up in case you need it. There is another one of these tables on this side of the bed, and look at this phone. It says, for reception, please dial 0. It's not a turn dial, but it is in that vein, and that's amazing. I love it. It's beautiful. In front of the window over here, we have more of what very well could be antique pieces. They're just gorgeous, and they go so well with the aesthetic of the room. And there's an area here that I would say, if you're a lady, this is the perfect spot to get ready in your own castle tower. Right in front of this mirror. Lovely seat here. Fantastic view. So here is the key to the Lindsay Tower. You get a real key, not one of the punch cards. Yeah, Nez is excited because these are real fruit that they left for us for a snack. And I've already had some of the water, but in addition to the complimentary fruit that they left out, they also left a couple bottles of still water for us. Now, you've seen the big windows here. How do you close that and keep the light out if you're trying to go to bed? Well, these very large curtains here, you can actually undo them and pull them across. You see there's a little bit of tearing, I think where somebody maybe wasn't too careful. But yeah, you just pull that across, and that just adds to the feeling of majesty here. So these are doors, and they do open. This table is in front of the door, so I'm guessing it is to keep people from going out there. There's a window over there that she said will open also, but she warned us, do not step on the railing, as it is not secure enough to probably hold people. So, you know, I'm not actually gonna step out here, but I wanted to peek out with the camera to see what it looks like. And I I think over there to the right, I believe those are associated, like little buildings associated with the hotel that you can also stay in, but they are not a part of the actual castle itself. Also by the bed is this iPad, and we were told that this runs everything. And so as you can see, there are ways to book experiences, dining, all right there available for you. And if you need anything, I think you can also contact the front desk through the iPad instead of having to use the phone. So the bed looks gorgeous, but let's see how comfortable it actually is. Using the nice step that they've provided, I think that's going to be quite comfortable. Also, look at the bed's posters. Great decoration. This is the window by the door to the left immediately when you walk into the bedroom. And this is what she was talking about, where you can open this window and look out at this beautiful view. Just don't step on the railing itself, as it might not be the most secure to hold people. So if you're here, don't step on that. Open the window, enjoy the view. Don't step on that. Also to the right of the door, as soon as you walk in, is a very large closet. Places to put your luggage. This is where you get your ironing board. The safe is up here. Oh, hey, look. It looks like this is where you get your slippers, and I'm not sure what this is. I'll check that out in a moment. Back there is your iron and hair dryer. You have a shoe horn and shoe brush here, along with more hangers. And they do offer a laundry service. So that piece of cloth that was in the closet says good night here and good morning here. And as it was with the slippers, I wonder if it's meant to be taken. And I just opened the slippers and look at this. Branding is on point. Well done. We'll give these a try later. Making our way up to the third floor, which I believe has the bathroom. Also, I love this window right here. Look at this. It's gorgeous. Third floor here. The bathroom here is huge. And it is gorgeous. More beautiful artwork and beautifully framed. I love that. There is a his and hers sink immediately to the left when you walk in. That image there seems to go very well with the aesthetic of this place. The style choices for the mirror and its encasement make it feel very clean. So you get some more of the Penhaligon's hand soap here, but then they also have Penhaligon's body lotion next to a vanity set and shower cap with hand towels in case you need those. There are extra water cups up here in case you need them. Under the sink, you get cabinets, but of course there's not going to be anything in there. More of the artwork. These are great. I love the pop of color from this crimson red chair that is over here in the corner. And right behind it, you see another encasement that I believe has a radiator in it, particularly as there's another dial for the heat. To the right of the chair, if you're sitting in it, is a nice little table here for you and another view of the front of the property. This window also looks like it opens. I mean, if you need to do any extra reading, this chair is very comfortable and this would not be a bad spot to do it. Maybe the missus is taking a bath over there in that very large bathtub and you need to read her poetry. Of course, if you want it to feel at all romantic, you might pull the chair a little bit closer. But before we walk over to the bathtub, look at these little chandelier type light fixtures. I love them. They're very pretty. You get another full body mirror here. Moving into the shower area, this looks like a bath mat right here, and you see the drain in the middle. But when the member of staff was showing us around, she said this shower is so big you could probably fit a small car in it. Let's see how many people we can fit in it. This might be the biggest shower yet for me, but as Walk With Me Tim would say, you get about you can get about 12 people in this shower. Real party place, I guess. Also, look above me in the shower. The molding continues around the entire room. It is gorgeous. It's the details. The details are key, and they are great here. Makes it feel so special. This place is great. In the corner, you have some more Penhaligons. There is conditioner and shampoo, and then body wash. So again, fantastic that they're able to provide those for their guests. And then you have the extra handle here, if you need it. What appears to be a shutoff valve, I guess, in case this fills up and is threatening to go over that lip. And then you have the shower on, off, and temperature. Looking up at the shower head itself, it looks fine, though it looks like somebody dropped it before installing it. In the corner, they have a bath mat underneath there for you, but another stunning piece of furniture, which appears to have marble on top of the wood. Plenty of space for you to set your things. Tissues there for you, and then everyone's favorite, which is the mirror that goes way up close. And behind here is a frosted glass window, so you don't have to worry while you're in the bathroom. Look at how stunning this bathtub is and its setting with this gorgeous massive mirror and the mini chandelier sconces next to it. The bath itself is huge. Yeah, I am sat full out, and I would say there's probably still another half foot before my feet would even get to touching the other side of the tub. But over here you also have an additional bath mat, and then of course you can turn on or off the faucet, temperatures, and an extra handle in case you need it. I also really like the curvature of this tub because some tubs, when you sit in them, they're more angular and it kind of hurts your back, or I guess whatever part of you is leaning up against it. And this just kind of allows you to flow into it. And there's a curvature, I don't know if you can tell, on the top here. And so it's like a groove almost for your arms to lay in. Pretty cool. Behind the tub here is a beautiful little table with some more of Helligan's bath scent. And what is this? You also get a little packet of bath salts and then some hand towels. Next to the tub also is another towel warmer, which is probably so helpful on a cold night. And yes, it's already warm. Ready to go. Behind the door, and I almost missed it, 2 robes hanging for you. Now you might have noticed that I missed a door over here past the shower. What is in there? It's the toilet. Because why not feel like a king since you are in a tower, in a castle? Here's your throne. Boom, there you go. The real feeling of royalty there. You know what I love? Just in case you don't have enough already, another hand towel warmer in the toilet, just in case. We have a couple of extra rolls of toilet paper here. Right next to the toilet is this step up with this beautiful vase, which holds an actual plant, and it sits in front of a window. That the bottom is frosted for your privacy, but it looks out and sees the passing motorway up there, and then some more of the property. Beware also of low doorways. Now I'm moving up to the 4th floor, which is the last floor, and she said that she would let us explore it at her own leisure, so she didn't show us this one. But at the top of the stairway you get this hanging light and then another beautiful portrait. Upon entering the 4th floor, this wall is a bit slanted, so you do kind of need to duck a little bit, but otherwise it opens up normally. It is an attic of sorts where you can play games, watch TV, or just hang out. And it looks like it looks out from the top of the castle itself. Here we have another concealed radiator, and also right under the camera in front of that window as well. There are 4 windows parallel to each other. 2 more bottles of pure water here just in case we need it. More of the beautiful red furniture that you previously saw. All of the furniture here is not only beautiful, but also extremely comfortable. You could fall asleep here, really. I love it. And to match the couches, they have what looks like a gray marble top table here. Look at the engraving and inlays on this. That's pretty neat. The mirror there, and then 2 small tables beside the couch. Hidden below the extra water bottles they have up here, in this top drawer, you have a chess and or checkerboard with some extra glasses. The rest of the drawers are empty. Again, another desk that looks like it could possibly be antique, and it just looks gorgeous. And then to the right is another flat screen TV in case you want to watch something up here. Out the windows, it looks out onto the front of the property, and I'm thinking we're pretty close to the top. So we were also left with a nice little note that says, "Dear Mr. McGraw, the warmest of welcomes to Crossbasket Castle. We are thrilled to have you with us. Our entire team is on hand to look after you throughout your stay. No request is too large. Please let us know anything we can do to make you feel more comfortable as our guest. Now we insist you relax into the comfort of your beautiful room and enjoy pure escapism. Best wishes." From the management. Thank you. I also really like the reference to how they used to do candlelight back in the day, where they'd have a reflector behind it. That's pretty cool.
We did not dine at Crossbasket because we already had reservations at the Michelin-starred Cail Bruich, a dining experience which turned out to be one of our favorite overall experiences during our time in Scotland, and one which you can watch after this by clicking the link in the description. Upon returning from dinner, we discovered Crossbasket had kindly performed Turndown service for us.
So we just came back from dinner, and they have done Turndown service where they put the water for both sides by the bed, gave us our little slippers here for the morning, set our bags over here, kind of tidied up a bit, closed the curtains for us, and then left us a treat.
The midnight.
How cool. So inside of the box that they left us last night, there are 2 little chocolates in there with branding on point on top of them. That's so cute. That's cool.
We would also be remiss if we failed to mention that Crossbasket's grounds are beautiful and well maintained, with walking paths that take you down by the river Calder and around behind the property to a lovely gazebo area next to a small waterfall.
This is so pretty. It'd be so nice to come out here with drinks at the end of the day. Oh, look at that. Wow. I'm not sure where that goes. Might be a walk to the other side of the property. But this is gorgeous. Look at this. And of course, right up here is our tower.
How beautiful. Yeah, that's our bedroom right there. As previously mentioned, Crossbasket continues to add amenities for its guests. From Trocadero's, a golden age restaurant and cocktail bar where famed chef Michel Roux Jr. designed the menu, to the upcoming opening of its spa, Crossbasket offers its guests a beautiful, lively, and seemingly ever-changing experience. As they say, a more indulgent way of life, and an escape that is yours to shape. And I have to be honest that the entire time we were staying at Crossbasket Castle, this is how I was saying Crossbasket in my head.
Crossfire! You'll get caught up in it.
So we got a great night's sleep. The bed was extremely comfortable. The premises are just gorgeous. The room was fantastic. The shower feels amazing. But what did we pay for this 4-star castle experience? £775. But with conversion to US dollars, just under 1,000. Put it up on the screen. Would we recommend this? Absolutely, yes. Just know that you are on the south side of Glasgow, and so you may have some trouble getting an Uber driver to come out and get you, but there are taxis that the hotel can call for you. So transport isn't too much of a problem, but still takes some planning.
But what do you think? Would you stay at Crossbasket Castle? Have you before? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe now. As always, we look forward to seeing you in the next episode.
So until next time.